Queen Ramonda, Shuri, and the Wakandan people attended the funeral of their king, T'Challa. All Wakandan citizens wore white clothes as a sign of mourning to accompany the body of the king who died of an undisclosed disease. Shuri holds the Black Panther mask and hugs the crate while crying. Shuri misses her brother, who is the pride of Wakanda. Then a plane came and lifted T'Challa's crate onto the plane. One year after the death of King T'Challa, Queen Ramonda attends a meeting of the United Nations. Ramonda says Wakanda will not share vibranium for fear that other countries will make military weapons out of vibranium capable of destroying the world. They have arrested an intruder trying to steal vibranium from a vibranium mine in Wakanda. Wakanda this time forgives them and only warns them. In the Atlantic Ocean, an American company was conducting underwater exploration with a vibranium detection device. Suddenly they were attacked by blue underwater humans, namely the Talokan people. Queen Ramonda returns to Wakanda. Ramonda meets Shuri in her lab. Shuri seems busy making modern armor and weapons using vibranium technology. Queen Ramonda and Shuri are remembering 1 year of T'Challa's death, when suddenly a man appears from the water who has wings on his feet. Ramonda and Shuri are ready to attack with spears and wonder why Namor was able to penetrate Wakanda's shield. The man was so impressed with the place, his mother once told him about the magnificent country of Wakanda. The man's name was Namor. Namor asked why T'Challa had to open Wakanda to the outside world so that it had a negative impact on the country of Talokan, which also has vibranium, because its territory is often exploited by outside countries. Namor seeks out a scientist who built a vibranium detection device, and has Wakanda look for the scientist. Namor left a shell for Ramonda as a means of summoning him. The next day Queen Ramonda gathers the leaders of Wakanda. There are M'Baku and Okoye too. Queen says that there is a man from the water from the Talokan nation named Namor who is looking for the scientist, and Wakanda must be vigilant. Ramonda and Okoye saw the preparation of equipment made by Shuri, including underwater combat equipment. They were ready if one day someone disturbed the land of Wakanda. Shuri is also amazed to see the vibranium detection device that Namor brought yesterday, because it is very complicated. In Virginia, Everett Ross is running in the morning when he sees a robotic bee watching him. Shuri and Okoye meet Ross. They ask about the scientist who made the vibranium detector. Because Ross is indebted to Shuri, he tells them that the scientist is in a university. They come to the university where the scientist lives, who turns out to be a girl named Riri. At first Riri chased them away, but finally Riri found out that Shuri was the princess of Wakanda. Shuri explains that the vibranium detector Riri built is putting Wakanda in danger, and they will bring Riri to Wakanda. Riri took them to a research area to pack up. Riri is seen working on an Iron Heart project. Then the FBI came to find Riri. Riri escapes using her Iron Heart, Shuri uses a motorbike, and Okoye uses a car. When they manage to escape from the FBI, suddenly Okoye's car and Shuri's motorcycle are blown away by a water bomb. Shuri is unconscious, and Okoye is surprised by the presence of Talokan soldiers there. Talokan soldiers began to emerge from the water. Okoye was very surprised by the presence of quite a lot of Talokan troops. Okoye, who faced them alone, seemed unable to match the strength of the Talokan soldiers, because they did not die even though they were stabbed by Okoye. Okoye eventually drowns in the river, and they take Shuri and Riri to the land of Talokan. The next day Russ came to check on the incident around the bridge, and he found Shuri's bracelet, then took it and quickly left there. In Wakanda, Okoye reports to Queen Ramonda that Shuri has been kidnapped by the Talokan warriors, where Okoye tells her about their powers. The queen is furious and fires Okoye, as it is Okoye's responsibility to protect Shuri. Ramonda called Shuri's bracelet, which Ross happened to be holding. Ross said he found the bracelet at the scene. However, Ramonda does not tell Ross who kidnapped Shuri. Queen Ramonda goes to Haiti and meets Nakia, who already owns a school. Nakia is surprised to see the queen's presence. Then the Queen asks Nakia to help Wakanda and look for Shuri, who was kidnapped by the Talokan people. Nakia goes to Mexico and meets with someone to find out about the position of the land of Talokan under the sea, and the woman tells her everything she knows. Shuri and Riri were given special clothes by the Talokan people and will soon meet Namor. King Namor meets with Shuri. Namor says that he lived tens of years ago. Namor's mother, who was pregnant with him at that time, was sick, so the tribal chief ordered her to drink a potion made from flowers that grow in the area of Mexico. The plant is similar to the heart plant in Wakanda, but it is blue. They all turn blue when on land, and can only live in water. Namor was born in water. Namor takes Shuri around the city of Talokan under the sea. Namor even makes an artificial sun under the sea made of vibranium. It looks like the Talokan people living safely and peacefully. Nakia, who already knew the whereabouts of the Talokan country, immediately contacted Queen Ramonda, and said she would immediately head to the Talokan country and track Shuri using her earrings. Namor gives Shuri a gift in the form of a bracelet that can only be obtained at Talokan. Queen Ramonda meets Namor on the beach. Queen asks how Shuri is, and Namor says Shuri is fine. But Ramonda was still worried. Nakia manages to enter Talokan country, then saves Shuri and Riri from there. Namor, who knows it, is very angry. Namor gathers all of the Talokan forces, asking them to prepare to attack Wakanda. Riri talked with Queen Ramonda and was amazed to see how majestic Wakanda was. Nakia meets a courier who becomes a commoner after being fired. Suddenly a large amount of water hit Wakanda. Namor, who came with his troops, started the battle. It was M'Baku who hit Namor from behind, but instead Namor beat him unconscious. Shuri shot Namor repeatedly, but Namor was able to dodge and fly around. Namor alone fights them that using a plane, but in the end Namor manages to bring down their plane and Shuri's plane. Namor arrives at Queen Ramonda's place in bullet-plated glass. Namor spears the glass and throws several water bombs which shatter the glass and drown Ramonda and Riri. Ramonda tries to save Riri, but Ramonda dies. Shuri burst into tears. Namor said that it was Ramonda's own fault for refusing the deal Namor gave him. They carried out the funeral procession for Queen Ramonda, all wearing white mourning clothes and looking very sad, especially Shuri. Shuri intends to revive Wakanda's heart plant. Shuri looks at the necklace Namor gave her when she was arrested. Shuri conducts an experiment to create a synthetic heart plant using particles from the bracelets of the Talokan people combined with particles belonging to Wakanda. Shuri experimented repeatedly and failed. Shuri shows a special costume for Okoye so she can increase her strength against the Talokan people. Okoye invites Annika back into her army and fights to the death to defend Wakanda. Riri is working hard to renew and improve the power of her iron heart. Shuri, who kept trying, finally succeeded in making a synthetic plant and immediately dissolved it to drink. After drinking it, Shuri enters the ancestral world. Instead of meeting T'Challa or Ramonda, she meets Killmonger, her older cousin. Killmonger said that the former Black Panther was too cowardly, so he burned the heart plant, and he became Black Panther. Then Shuri woke up agitatedly and suddenly, furiously, she punched the Wakanda warrior costume and was thrown far away. That means Shuri officially has Black Panther powers. When all the leaders of the Wakanda nation gathered to discuss what steps they should take, suddenly M'Baku saw a plane coming, and Black Panther got off the plane. They were very happy to welcome their new leader, the new Black Panther, the protector of Wakanda. The Wakanda nation is ready to fight against Namor and Talokan. Planes and super-large ship transport them to the Atlantic. Namor checked for a vibranium detection device, and he rushed there with a full squad to attack it, but it turns out to be bait from Shuri. The Wakanda ship shoots sound sonar that makes the Talokan troops dizzy, then rises to the surface. On the surface, Shuri and the Wakandan army immediately attack Namor's army. Riri with her new iron heart and Shuri as the Black Panther managed to defeat Namor, and trapped Namor on a drier plane. The Talokan troops detonated a water bomb under the Wakanda ship, causing the ship to stop and tilt. Black Panther and Namor fight in the plane, and Namor manages to blow up the plane so that they crash onto the beach. Meanwhile, the Talokan forces attack the Wakanda ship. Namor stabbed the Black Panther with a spear. An exhausted Namor tries to find water towards the sea, but the Black Panther manages to remove the spear from her body and chases after Namor, then sets him on fire so he is powerless. Black Panther is ready to kill Namor, but according to Ramonda's instructions from the ancestral world, Black Panther finally orders Namor to surrender. Namor surrenders and they make a pact to make peace. They stood and gave warnings to each other to all their troops, both from Talokan and Wakanda. Wakanda now has another heart plant. Shuri gifts Riri a new car. Shuri goes to Nakia's place and then to the beach to burn her mother's white shirt to let her go. Then Shuri remembers her brother T'Challa and the memories of their time together. Shuri is shocked by Nakia. It turns out that Nakia already has a child with King T'Challa, named Prince T'Challa, who is Shuri's nephew. The end. We recommend you watch this film in full. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share this video. Take care of your health wherever you are. See you in another video.